Well, we're back with Caleb York. And Caleb, I'd like to ask you if you could share some best practices and advice for fellow principals on how to best work with their frisks in their building with us today.
Absolutely. One of the things that I had to learn very quickly about our frisks is actually understanding the role. I took for granted as a person who was a teacher inside of a building for many years and knew that there was a family resource and youth service center coordinator inside of the building. I took for granted thinking I knew what their role was, and so I had to take time out of my normal year to really dig in and understand their goal, their work, their purpose, and really what's laid out for them from the state, to understand the components that are part of their core work in each and every day, and the work that they have to put together as they put together their program plan every 2 years. I know that's difficult because we have so many other forces coming at us as principals, but really to understand how to use that great resource of our family resource centers and youth service centers to our advantage, we have to be able to step back and understand their role and understand where they're coming from. Secondly, and this is probably the next biggest step, we all know that relationships are important. We work to build relationships with kids. We work to build relationships with our parents and families. We work to build relationships with our teaching staff and our classified staff. We have to have a great working relationship with our family resource and youth service center coordinators. And I mean so because they need to be a part of each and every one of our school leadership teams. That's what ensures that they can have maximum impact to your students and families. That's what ensures that they are enhancing the programs and supports that you already have inside of your schools. One of the things that I also feel like is a best practice is we have to be understanding and flexible of their role. No other role inside of our schools has the expectations, has the ability to do what they can do. And so we have to be flexible. We have to understand that their day is not the typical day for us. We arrive, we may be pulled out for a meeting as a principal. We may have to go and take care of this one thing. Our frisks may do their whole meeting or their whole day working in meetings with community members, supporting families outside of the school. And I think I've mentioned before, but great frisks are not sitting at their desks. They're out working proactively to support our families and garnering community support and working on programs that will make a difference in removing barriers for our kids and our families.